The mother of a 14-year-old Cape Coral boy with autism says her son was bullied, and she says the school district isn't recognizing it. She says her son was pinched at Challenger Middle School so hard you can see these bruises. The school district says the two boys who did this were punished, but the situation is not considered bullying, and she wants to know why. 4 in Your Corner's Lisa Greenberg taking her concerns to the district to try and get to the bottom of this one. She joins us live in the newsroom tonight. Lisa, what'd you find out?
Well, Amy, Evan's mom tells me he wants to believe everyone is his friend. Because of his autism, he has trouble understanding when people aren't being nice to him. She already feels Evan's being targeted and wants us to hide his face to keep it from getting worse.
My son is one of the most amazing children you could ever meet. He has a heart of gold.
And Amy Naranjo tells me she's doing whatever it takes to protect it. When Evan went to Challenger Middle School a couple weeks ago, he was pinched on the back of his arms repeatedly during class. He came home and didn't say a word. Amy tells me this continued for 2 more days. Then she noticed the bruising.
He walked by me and I said, "Let me see your arms." And he pulled them back and he said, I just ran into some things.
But she could tell it was done by hands.
That's when he told me that the 2 boys that sat behind him in math class for 3 separate days pinched him over and over again, bruise on top of bruise.
So she immediately took photos.
This is what he sat there and endured for 3 days.
Then took action. Meeting with the principal, school resource officer, and a detective, she even filed a police report. The school investigated for 3 days, and Amy couldn't believe what they found.
I was told that it was a game. I looked at her and I said, "You're not going to call this bullying, are you?" And she said, "Oh, absolutely not."
Amy pulled Evan out of school for nearly a week, saying she was worried about his safety.
There's got to be a resolution to this. I have to know my son is safe to send to school.
I reached out to the Lee County School District. A spokesperson tells me, quote, "The school and law enforcement responded swiftly to the concerns of this mother, and the district has acted in accordance with internal policies and state statutes. Every explanation has been provided to the mother as to why this incident did not meet the definition of bullying." She also says the students involved were disciplined. But Amy tells me she's not stopping until it's labeled as bullying.
It was physical violence. It was repeated. It was 2 against 1. He felt he couldn't speak out. I don't understand what doesn't fit that criteria.
Now, Amy says the reason she wants this to be considered bullying is so that if these students do it again, they get a harsher punishment for the second offense. She did get a call today from the Director of Student Services, who is meeting with her on Thursday to talk about this. We'll let you know what happens. Live in the newsroom, Lisa Greenberg, Fox 4. In Your Corner.
All right, thank you, Lisa, for that. We want to hear from you on this one. You've seen the pictures of the bruising from the pinching at school. Do you think this should be looked into as bullying, as the mom wants, or do you agree with the district that this could just be considered a game of sorts? Call 206-FOX-4 or email us news@fox4now.com.